Callum, there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is I can remove a curse from you. The bad news is I cannot do it until tomorrow.
Playing games with strangers, you know there's no danger. So come on in, we're all friends. Playing games with strangers. I'm playing games with strangers. Play, I'm playing games with strangers.
Okay, do you think maybe it would have been more helpful if you just didn't tell me about the curse until tomorrow? Like maybe just for peace of mind, it might have been good to keep that to yourself.
Gotta agree.
Well, I mean, I think it's best to have all of our cards on the table. Now that we know what the problem is, we know how to
Do
deal
you know
with
how
it.
stressed I am right now?
Wait, what sort of curse is this thing?
Well, fortunately, you don't have to worry about any of the negative physical effects of being stressed because you're not alive.
But
Thank you. That was very helpful insight.
what sort of curse is this?
Silver linings, Callum. Silver linings.
What Pooh said is
It's
also very important.
Is Callum going to turn into a goat? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
Wilder. Wilder, my man.
Who's
my main man.
Dave?
Goat boy. Sorry,
Hey,
there's
Wilder.
someone. Wilder.
Yes.
Do you think that maybe your wife, not wife, would know what sort of curse is on our friend here?
I think it's best to leave her at the loop of everything.
Oh, well,
I mean,
okay.
We can include her in exactly 0 things.
So,
But what if it...
Nope.
But does anyone here know
Stop.
what kind of curse it is? Because as far as I'm concerned, Zaos told me I had 4 days
Wait.
to get back what gift he gave me, and I don't know what
Hey.
gift he gave me. So
Do you have an answer, Wilder?
well, I was gonna kind of interject and then answer. Stumblefoot, I know you're not married, but my marriage should be between me and my wife, and maybe you shouldn't get in between
I
it.
have to agree.
That's. Thank you. So, Pooh, I can ask.
Well,
Good.
when it comes to including people who are potentially highly evil gods in our business, I would say
I think that the key,
emphatically
you know-
and without reservation, no.
the key word in that was potentially. Pooh?
Also, highly evil might know what this highly evil thing is.
Right.
I
That's
kind
all
of
I'm
agree with
saying.
that statement.
Let's go on that logic. So I turn around because it feels awkward to talk to her in front of everybody.
I understand.
I'm like, so, is there any way you could like give me like some insight into like what the curse is so I can help my friend here? Like, is it something you do?
Oh, you want my help after just saying that our marriage is illegitimate and not a thing?
I'm still trying to figure this out. I've got a ring. I assume that was given to me by you.
I mean, if you're unhappy with our arrangement, you can definitely take it off if you so choose.
At any time.
Anytime you want to.
Okay, but for now, if I keep it on, could I ask a favor of you to, I don't know. I don't know what you do. I don't know what I do with you. That sounds weird. Anyway,
As a token of my affection, I will help you. But I need you to be my eyes and ears and senses for me.
sure, I have all those things.
Go smell him.
Oh, okay. So I turn back around. Callum, buddy, it's gonna be weird, and I walk right up to him and just big, deep inhale.
A little goatee.
Right.
You know, not the weirdest thing that's happened to me lately. So
Tell him to stick his hands in his pockets.
Callum, put your hands in your pockets.
Well, this sounds like the beginning of a hazing. I will put my hands in my pockets.
Callum, as you stick your hands in your pockets, you get the sensation like you're sticking your hands into two large hairy mouths.
I pull my hands out.
As you stuck your hands in there, the mouths enclosed around your hands and began to suck on your hands prior to you pulling your hands out of your
I'm
pockets.
trying to pull them out. Can I pull them out?
Yes.
Oh, please
they're-
don't ever ask me to do that again.
They're completely dry, by the way. They're just
Okay, now this is going to sound like a weird request.
Okay.
Could you put your hand in my pocket?
He's a married man.
I kind of look over at Stumble and Gareth to see what their reaction is.
What?
You already
Stumblefoot
smelled me.
shrugs.
So
Do we understand
Stumblefoot
what we just saw?
it just looked like Callum stuck his hand in his pockets, then yanked his hands out.
I don't. Yeah, if you could just do that.
Hey, Pooh, how about this? You get one pocket,
Yes?
and I'll get the other.
I don't think there's a need to do both at all. Really, I think just one's good.
Just one pocket. Just one pocket, I think.
Sure. Okay, count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
You stick your hand inside Callum's pocket, and you feel some coins in there.
Ooh. Loot.
He takes them.
While I'm there, I will take. I'll just take one.
You roll a sleight of hand for me on that.
It's a surprising amount of self-control.
He's a
That
friend.
was a nat 20 perception check.
Oh, I know how to do this.
Ooh.
What's your nat 20 roll out to?
Hold on, I gotta find it. I have so many tabs open, and I can't see because I'm crying. 27.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
I like it.
I'm
We got a
weeping.
27 versus a 27. I think the tie goes to the hitter. So, yeah, you managed to pilfer a single gold coin.
Take
Nothing
that out
there,
of my
Callum.
inventory. Okay, so it didn't feel, like a hairy mouth.
Felt like a pocket.
Okay.
At
Did
this
it
point,
feel like a
Stumblefoot
hairy
says,
mouth?
"Wait, did you just say that your pocket feels like a hairy mouth?"
Uh-huh.
That would explain the face that you made.
Yeah. It wasn't expected. If I'm being honest.
Okay.
Does she have anything to say about it?
My pockets sometimes feel like a hairy mouth.
Well, that would make some sense since you're a fairly hairy creature.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just one more question, my love. Can you run your hand down his back, please?
This is really weird, but okay. So Wilder just kind of reaches over, like trying to act like it's nothing, and then just runs his hand down Callum's back, like a buddy does.
Just freezes. Just
Well, I can tell you 2 things.
The third vertebrae is out.
you have a herniation at L4, L5.
Minor case of scoliosis.
Your friend's hitchhiker is gone.
Okay.
So there's a plus. And also he's got a Lamia curse on him.
A Lamia curse.
Mm-hmm.
A llama?
It's always the llama.
Callum?
What's that? What?
I don't know, but the upside is your hitchhiker is gone.
Do any of us religious types do you announce that, Wilder, that it's a Lamia
do we
curse?
know what
Yeah,
a Lamia curse
That
is?
is the first thing I said because I was confused.
Okay, do any of us religious types know what that means?
Feel free
Or
to roll.
non-religious.
feel free to roll a religion or arcana check if anybody wants to.
Who's
check
going
on
to?
that.
Stumblefoot rolled a 19.
No, 19.
No, 19.
Let's
Who
see.
rolled a 21?
Ooh.
Pooh.
Mm.
Oh, he's in college.
Pooh rolled a 21.
This
Garrett
man's
rolled
college
a
educated.
Yeah.
18.
Look who's smart now.
I've always been smart.
I rolled an 18.
All right.
Pooh.
Is anybody else rolling?
I rolled a 12.
I did not roll enough, so it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled
Pooh, for whatever reason,
In my studies with Brother Pan.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
as soon as you hear the word Lamia, you get a sudden chill that runs down your back because you are familiar with this curse. It's something that you've only heard in whispers amongst the elders of the bugbear tribe, and it was only practiced by the most evil bugbear shaman of ancient times. Because it is such a severe curse. Essentially, whoever casts this curse sets a certain amount of days during which the person who is being cursed has to remain as this curse affixes itself, and they are haunted by a goat demon. And it becomes progressively more oppressive to whoever the cursed individual is. And on after the last day of the curse, the goat demon will appear and drag the cursed individual to the nine hells.
And there's
That's not nice.
There's not like any way that I've heard to get rid of it. Like it's not a simple.
It cannot be dispelled.
Right.
It cannot be removed. It can only be passed on to somebody of the cursed individual's choosing by giving something of themselves to the person they're passing it on to.
Right. Or the person who cast it can take it away.
Nope. Once it's cast, it's cast.
Well, I do remember hearing something about this sort of curse. It's not good. You mentioned Zaos said something about 4 days, right?
Yeah?
Well, so, have you heard, you said you have heard goats, and we definitely smell goats and stuff. I think you're being haunted, and it doesn't end well. Like, not at all. You'll be dragged away to, the hereafter. And,
Oh, well, that's...
we can't really get rid of it. It can only be passed on.
What do you mean, passed on?
Well, you can give it to someone else.
How?
I'm a little foggy on that. I mean, we weren't going into specifics, more rumors and whispers that we heard growing up. The bugbear stories. You just, I think you give something to someone and say, I'm giving you this curse. Something like that.
Hope you enjoy it.
Yes. Happy birthday.
So I can just be like, here you go, it's yours now.
Yeah, like that, I think. Except, maybe they have to say, I take it.
They have to receive it. They have to take whatever's being handed to them.
It has to be like you can't say, oh, this is yours, and they're like, oh, no, I don't want that. That wouldn't, they have to be willing.
So they have to know they're getting the curse.
They have to accept it. I don't know.
Could it be like a wedding gift?
I think they just have to take it from you. You can't just like throw it at someone and they pick it up off the ground.
So I have to be like, here's a curse, do you want it? And they'll be like,
think you
thank you, I would.
You could be like, here's a bagel. Take it. And they'd be
Oh, I
like,
see.
oh, sure, a bagel.
And then I
they
put
are
the curse in that bagel. I see.
Yes, if it's a very special bagel.
Does it have to be a special bagel?
I think it can be something that's like yours. Like
So
your
I have to
cloak
give
or
something.
something.
Right.
Like
So
your
something
yeah,
of
like your
mine.
clo-
I have to
Right.
I
So
think it has
coat.
to be an
I see.
unholy bagel.
Okay. It's all making sense now. Because he gave, in my dream, I got a coat. It
So
was
it's your
goat.
coat.
Well, I don't
You've got a
think it's the
cursed
coat. I don't necessarily think I have to give a
Yeah,
coat.
give
I
me
just
your
have to
coat.
I have to,
Yeah, just
no,
hand
I'm
it
not,
over.
No, I'm not giving it to you, Pooh.
Oh, well, why not?
Because you have a child to take care of. So I'm not going to give you a curse.
Can someone
Well-
just accept the curse?
Well, Callum has to give it.
Well, yeah, I would assume.
How about we find Zaos and give it to him?
Something
Well,
tells
I
me
would-
he's not really going to agree.
I would accept it because,
I'm not giving any of you guys the curse.
well, I subscribe to a power who is higher than that curse.
I subscribe to magazines.
So
I subscribe to not following that stupid idea.
if that curse were given to me, if that higher power wanted me to have it, I would. But if he did not, I would not.
I mean,
Well,
something tells me if I say, here, do you want this? And you take it, that higher power will say, all right, well, I guess he took that.
Oh wait.
Good luck.
Wait, nope, never mind.
Then I would accept
I was
it.
gonna
What was
say.
that?
I was
Well,
gonna
why
say
not?
could give it to your dad. I mean, maybe he could do
Wait,
something
what?
with it.
That wouldn't be very nice.
I mean, I
I'm
don't
just
like
saying
the
maybe
guy,
he
but
could
I
do
don't,
something with it.
don't know that I'm ready to give him a curse that'll kill him in 4 days, you know?
Probably like 3.5 now.
Patricide isn't. It's hard to come back from that, you know?
Could you give it to one of these zombie bugbears?
Something tells me that, you know, they're not really able to accept a gift of any kind, if you know what I mean.
This is why I don't come out with ideas. That's why I let you guys do it.
No, it was a great idea,
Run
Wilder.
around in circles.
I love to, you know, but
All right, I think we need to maybe instead of trying to figure this out, figure out.
Callum.
Let's get
What?
rid of it.
Maybe give it to Aileen. And then
If it
he'll,
comes
he'll
down to-
cancel it
No,
out.
she's my fake wife.
If it comes down to it, Callum, give it to me.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
I think that's a
me.
good idea.
if
I
it
don't
comes
want
down
that.
to it, it's probably for the best that I have it.
Callum, we're not losing you again. I'm not losing you again.
Well, according to Gareth, I'm already gone, so
No, he refuted that. You heard him earlier. He said, "There's hope for you, and if there's hope for any of us, we're going to fight for that. We don't have to
told
worry
me,
about you."
You know, we
You
have
can
3 days.
Stick that hope in your pocket. Oh, sorry.
I don't know. We have 3 days,
Alright.
I guess, you know, and if we can't figure it out, then
So how about we go against better judgment like we always do, and let's go find Zaos. Let's go back in the cave and let's do this thing. I've got Loth. We've got Gareth.
We have Christopher.
Right, we've got Christopher. Like, we've got numbers. He doesn't have numbers. I mean, maybe.
I mean, we could see what's in the cave, I suppose. There was that light.
Yeah,
Am I wrong?
Ooh.
Kind of
No,
look at the
you're-
group.
yeah. No, yeah.
You keep saying yeah and no. I don't know what you mean.
I'm going to start walking towards the cave. Peace.
All right.
All right.
I'm with Callum.
And I follow.
Warbog, what's your passive perception?
12, actually.
Oh, it's lower than I... Oh, my
Good
goodness.
night.
For a brief moment when Callum walks past you, just very briefly, you are able to just slightly make out a vapor figure that is slightly humanoid, but is very much not human.
Of
That
me?
is following.
Like
Callum.
walking behind, like not attached, though.
Right.
floating behind.
Right. And it's not like the shadow marionette like you're used to. This is something completely different. The shadow marionette isn't there anymore.
Does it act or carry itself like Callum? Like it's Callum's spirit or something?
No, it's more like I said, it was a very brief. You've barely made it out, so you couldn't quite tell how it was acting.
Is Stumblefoot behind then? It's Wilder and then
Well,
Callum and then...
Callum was the first person to say they're going towards the...
Okay.
Peace.
So I'll lean over to my co-mayor, Stumblefoot. There's like I still saw some kind of shadowy thingy behind. It's different.
It wasn't a shadow. It was like the movie Predator.
It was like the movie Predator. Do you remember that movie?
Orbog,
Yes.
are you drunk?
No, I'm not. No, I'm telling you one mayor to another, that I saw this thing. I think it's like red and green and yellow. No, that's the predator. That's the prayer's vision.
You're not the mayor of anything.
I'm the mayor of the world.
Remind me when we get back to Waterdeep to have you committed.
No, I'm as a you're better. I did see something, and I just wanted to let you know. And I'm sorry because you're obviously a you don't take your citizens seriously, and you're a terrible leader. And but I'm trying to share here, and this just confirms why I have to run against you or just kill you. I just thought you should know. I guess I'll.
Are you done insulting me and leveling death threats against me now?
I think I have a couple more, but I'll stop.
Okay. Thank you for your insight, Citizen Orbog.
You're welcome, Citizen Stumblefoot.
From behind you guys, as you're going towards the cave, you hear, what are we going to do about Aileen?
Is she not conscious?
She never woke up after you guys put her down.
Oh.
Can we just roll her? She's all wrapped up nice.
No, I untied her.
Oh.
Is she medically fine?
You want to make a medicine check to find out?
Sure. I assume someone else better than medicine might check after me, who will look at Aileen and go, I don't know if she's not awake.
All right, I got this. I'll take a look. Aileen, are you in
Wilder,
there?
give her mouth to mouth.
I give her a light slap on the face, and I rolled a 5 for my medicine check.
You leave a good red welt on the side of her face as you slap her.
She is A-okay.
I rolled a
Maybe
13
not.
for medicine.
She's breathing.
She's
You can
breathing.
You can see that she's breathing, so she is alive.
Are we doing this? Is everybody going to make a medicine check? Is that what we're doing now?
I rolled a 6, so I don't know, Jack.
You give her another slap.
Yes, everyone's going to fail.
I slapped Stumblefoot.
I rolled a 22 on my medicine check.
She seems fairly comatose.
It is at this point that I will leave to go to the cave.
Seems like she's in a coma.
Again?
I assume this has something to do with Zaos
maybe
mucking
that's not to
about
bring
with her last night.
Keep her safe somewhere. Hide her in a bush.
That's not good.
Hide her under a bush? Oh no.
I hoist Aileen over my shoulders.
Here we go.
Power.
I
Well,
mean,
if someone tries to take Aileen, do it.
I can stay here with her if you'd like.
Yes, also that.
It's not a bad idea, actually.
Oh, sure. Leave Adolf with her.
Do we
It's Christopher.
do we trust him
Gareth,
now?
let me tell you this as distinctly as I can, because if there's anyone here that shouldn't, it's me. And I would trust my life to him right now. So, yeah. Yeah, we do.
Aye.
I trust Christopher. Christopher, yes, thank you for volunteering to stay and watch Aileen.
If you need us,
I
yell
don't want to
really
leave
loud.
you behind after having just found you again. But I also don't want you to get caught up in all this with Zaos any more than you have to. Watch our friend. Keep her safe, and stay safe yourself. Is there anything you need before we leave?
No, I think I got it. And he goes, "We'll be very comfortable." He pulls out a kind of a miniature portal carved from ivory, a piece of ivory, a piece of marble, a silver spoon, and he makes kind of a gesture with his hand, and a spectral, really fancy spectral door appears, and he opens it up, and he picks up Aileen and walks inside the door.
Christopher?
Yeah?
Before you shut the door, do we have a way to, you contact us if you need to? Do we have any?
Stumblefoot has that spell, you know?
Aye.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work where we're going here. We're going.
It works anywhere.
Yeah, except where they're going, they're not on the same plane.
Don't have to be on the same plane.
Oh, you don't?
Nope.
Oh, never mind then.
All right.
I
So,
love this.
Stumblefoot will contact you, or you can contact Stumblefoot
Okay.
if you need us.
All right. Should I have a room made up for you?
A room?
Yeah.
It wouldn't hurt.
In
You never know.
In my house.
In your house.
I'll tell the staff to have
Yeah,
it ready for
I mean,
you. Okay.
yeah.
He picks her up again. Walks through the door
The staff.
and closes it behind himself.
I am more confident than ever that Aileen is going to be safe.
That sounded confident. All right. What's that? All right, you guys head down into the caves. Wilder, you can see a very long way in the caves now for reasons.
I can see really well in a short amount of the game.
Spider-Man.
Gareth, however, still is limited by his dragonbornness.
I'll cast light on his weapon.
All right.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
So yeah, you guys head down to where you saw the first light, and Callum.
Oh, I'll cast Pass Without Trace on us too, because I
Okay.
don't trust no one.
All right. Well, you guys are weaving your way through the undead bugbears
Oh yeah.
that are just milling around, and you
Conga
make your way
lining
to
down.
where you saw the original yellow light, and you can't see it anymore.
Well, I'm gonna keep going that way anyway.
It's gone.
And you make your way down to where you originally saw the second yellow light, which was at a fork in the tunnels, and that light's gone. Or you can't see it, rather.
I'm gonna look to see if there's.
Which
Oh, go ahead, Pooh.
no? Which way was it, Callum? Do you
Because you remember the light had the sign and it had an arrow pointing in a direction.
And it had like question marks too.
Well, the question marks were a part of the symbol.
Yeah. I'm gonna look to see if there are tracks,
that I'd seen before?
and also I assume I remember which way it was pointing. So
Do you remember which way it was pointing?
pretty sure I wrote it down. Hang on, I don't have my notes up still. We already covered that I closed the notes once. You think I still have them open? No. Great, then do you remember? Because I wrote down there are question marks on the wall in a neon light. Because arrows, I don't believe I remember. I might have been not listening during that point because there were still spiders involved.
Honestly, I don't remember.
But does Callum remember?
How's-
Because Callum,
Callum is smart.
Pooh remembers it was to the left.
Oh,
I'll also
straight
look
to
for
the
tracks
left.
regardless, just to see if people have been down here.
You see a lot of shuffled bugbear tracks going in either direction.
Well, that's convenient.
But nothing other than that.
I mean,
We're just going to
This
go with
is-
no then. All right, I guess I won't roll anything.
you can roll survival.
But these are her favorites.
They are my favorites.
Underground is not her favorite.
The Underdark and the mountains sure are.
You are under the mountains, and you are not in the Underdark.
Okay.
You're splitting goat hair now.
That's fine.
Boo.
That is dirty to be like, you're under a mountain, but you're not in the
Not-
Underdark.
I will,
Mm,
dude.
I mean,
he's one of those DMs.
the Underdark
It's
is a specific place. It's not
They
just because you're
are.
underground doesn't mean you're underdark.
I would assume that a cave in a mountain is still mountain terrain. But regardless, it's a 13.
I will give you that a lot more traffic does seem to be going to the left than the right. And that traffic seems to be a bit more intentional.
To the left, to the left.
Everybody look to the door to the left. Well, we're going that way anyway because Pooh mentioned it, but I will lead the charge quietly.
Okay.
I knew it. Good memory,
Oh yeah,
Callum.
it was
And-
totally not your help. It was your help, Pooh.
Well, I appreciate your confidence in my tracking abilities. You taught me everything I
All of
know.
it.
I did teach you that one thing.
Really didn't teach you very much then, did it?
Right.
Both things.
Exactly.
Oh yes, that's right. You did teach me how
Yes.
to blow bubbles in my chocolate milk.
Yeah, there's a useful skill.
All right, so you guys are proceeding down this very long corridor, which even Wilder cannot see to the end of. And as you are just walking and walking, Callum, you get this sensation like you're just ever so slightly continuing on a very slight decline, deeper and deeper.
Stumblefoot gets homesick and begins to sing an old dwarven mining song. Hey ho, hey ho, so where we go.
Oh, no,
Just because Winnie the Pooh has become common domain.
It was less than 10 seconds.
matter.
It was less than 10
They
seconds.
could take it down if they wanted to.
it was sung in an accent. It was sung
It's
in
true,
an
it wasn't an
accent.
accent. Satire. If it's satire,
Satire.
it's fine. I'll take it to court. Don't worry. I'll represent.
They'll take us to court. Don't worry.
All right. So, yeah, you are getting further and further. And as you begin to leave the terrain of one of your favorite terrains, Callum,
I'm so
you begin to get certain feels like you're getting close.
Goat mouths.
You're getting close to something that you've been waiting for a long time,
I
but
sure
you're not
have.
certain.
My earring tingles. Like, oh my goodness.
Callum, are we going up? It feels like we're going up.
No, I think we're particularly heading downward.
Well, that's not a good
Is
direction.
anyone else really excited? Because I am.
I'm really hoping to end this thing and end the thing with you. And
Oh, yeah, well, that too.
Gareth, how's your leg doing?
My leg is doing fantastically.
No, the other leg.
Oh, not so well.
No.
No, the leg healed perfectly. I took some time to make sure it was working the way it needed to work, and then I searched you out.
Right.
Good. I'm glad to hear that it's doing better.
Tylenol. I like Tylenol.
Limonol.
Very helpful.
Did you end up going and seeing our good friend?
Dr. Nick? No.
Yes, a
No.
good friend.
I did it a reputable way.
Oh, well, that's a bummer. Well, did you try any of his food? He has a food cart
I did
now.
not.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Delicious finger foods. Anyway, just small talk as we're chatting, traveling.
Could have stopped at fingers.
Is there any creatures or anything scurrying about while we're going down here?
You do notice that you no longer are encountering the undead bugbears.
Are we encountering live bug?
How long have we been traveling?
Make a perception check because you've been you guys have been encased in just darkness for a while now.
Metaphorically?
No, literally.
13 again?
You aren't certain about the exact amount of time, but it's like you're hungry. Like it's been a long minute since you ate. So.
Yeah, reach in those pockets.
Snack upon some rations.
As you reach into your bag to grab your rations, again you feel a large hairy mouth close around your hand and begin to suck on your hand as you stick your hand in your bag too, and you feel a very moist and firm tongue begin to wrap around your fingers as you.
My hand is out of my bag so
And
fast.
once again, as you pull it out, it's completely dry.
Hey, Pooh.
Yes, Callum. Hey, Callum.
Could you just get my rations out of my
Oh,
bag?
sure.
I reach into Callum's bag and pull out some rations.
All right.
You having a thing with bags these days?
Pockets, bags, they're all the same.
I have a question for you. Now,
Yeah.
what if you
And I take my bag.
What if you stick your hand in this bag that I am holding? Just like a pinky or something.
Just like cautiously, just.
You feel your fingers going across the layer of teeth.
I pull it out.
Okay.
Yep, it's all of them.
Okay, now. Okay, Pooh's got a hairy mouth, so stick your hand in his mouth, and then maybe it'll end up in a pocket.
They're.
Well, that logic, it makes sense. I don't really want.
Come on, Callum.
I don't want Callum
I dare
I
you.
don't-
in my mouth, particularly.
I wouldn't want my hand in your mouth either.
Or we could just take pity on our poor friend and get things out of his bag for him.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Thank you.
That's what we
Hey.
did. Yes.
How are these prints and whatnot? How are they doing?
The what?
Tracks.
Oh, I'm sitting here thinking about Purple Rain the way you said it.
Prints. Different.
No, yeah,
Footprints.
not prints. Prints.
Yeah. The further down this hall you go, the more distinct only one set of footprints.
And how long ago did they come through here?
Seems like about 8 hours,
Oh,
perhaps more, but not by much.
I see. Oh, that feels good. Just in general, feeling great.
Orbog is sticking his hand in his mouth.
My mouth.
No,
Oh,
mine.
okay.
It feels like you're sticking your hand in to a mouth.
Darn it.
I'm gonna keep going.
All right. Have you finished? Did you finish eating your rations?
Oh yeah.
All
Eat
right.
and
What are you doing with your hands once you're done?
wiping them on the outside of my coat.
Okay, and then what?
Walking onward.
Yeah, but with
That big.
your
question.
hands, what are you doing with your hands? Just at your sides?
Yes.
Okay, you find a new sensation as time goes by. As you are walking forward, you feel like something is licking your fingertips.
I don't like that. I grab Pooh's arm.
As your hands return to your field of vision, you no longer feel that sensation.
I walk with my hands in front of my face.
Okay.
You all right there, Callum?
No.
I think he's just
So-
going with the whole zombie thing.
I'm still hung up on the before this. Did Callum wipe his hands off inside
No.
his coat?
On his pants. He was very
The
on the outside.
The outside of my coat.
Well, I think we need to get this taken care of sooner rather than later. I mean, like in the next 4 days, but
Or sooner, even sooner would be
Yes, exactly.
just fine by me.
You're starting to freak out here.
No, am
Not
I?
in a good way.
I hadn't noticed. Uh-huh. Just keep
I
walking.
wish there was something we could. What if you close your eyes? Does that help?
No. How? No.
Okay. I don't know how this works.
I feel like seeing is the only thing that's really helping me right now. So I'd like to keep that.
As you say that, and you have your hands out in front of you, you notice an eyelid on the back of each of your hands open up.
Oh.
You see two eyes staring back at you.
I turn my hands the other way. Just look at my palms instead.
Great.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
All right.
I think someone else should maybe, I would love to continue helping track and lead the way, but I don't think maybe being in the front is the
I got
best.
this, Callum.
For me right now.
Yes, I'll take it over from here. And you just focus on getting through this. And if Stumblefoot wants to sing a song and take your mind off it again,
Oh, don't think that'll help.
oh, Bob could
No offense.
tell you about
Stumblefoot.
his mayoral plans.
Oh, yeah. I have a lot.
Wilder could tell you about married life.
Callum, you hear the click clack of hoof prints coming from above you.
I look up.
Nothing there.
Hoof prints?
Like
Hoof
hoof
prints.
steps. Hoof steps, whatever, dude. Come on.
She walked in through the outdoor.
Hoof. Would they be hoof falls?
You know what I mean. Let's not split hairs. You can't afford too many of them anyway, Eric.
Oh,
Ooh.
Hoof beats.
I think that was
Let
uncalled
the
for.
beat drop.
You come to a large chamber under here that looks like and there's a slight glow to it. It's like little mushrooms everywhere,
Oh, my goodness.
and some larger mushrooms as well.
How big is this chamber?
Fairly large, fairly open.
Do I know what kind
Well-
of mushrooms they are?
I
Don't
can't
take
remember
your
what
eyes
they're
off your
called.
hands.
There's only one way to
Don't
find
eat
out.
Poo or Olbog.
Orbog starts eating mushrooms.
I endorse this.
Oh, you would.
This is a win-win.
It's not. I've seen him high.
one of three things is going to happen. Either he's going to get a good meal, he's going to get stinking crazy high, or we'll have to stack up rocks over Orbog's
want to
dead
carry
body.
him out?
It's a win-win-win. There's no way that we lose in this situation.
Well, if I die, I'm coming back to haunt you.
Callum,
Worse things have happened.
Callum, make a nature check, please.
Oh, not proficient in that, but oh boy. 8. Because nature is not my strong suit.
That's okay. These are fairly well known. There are two types of fungus here that you recognize out of. There's a plethora of fungus, but there's two types in particular that you are familiar with, given your interests. One is called a nightlight, and another one is called a glow cap.
Come on, Steve, this is a good opportunity for your fungus jokes. We need some good fungus
all right.
jokes.
Yep, he's a fun guy.
Fungus. We want the fungus.
Remember when you gave that fungus
Give
to
up
your
the
wife?
Fungus.
There's currently fungus among us.
I'll let you work on that.
Callum, so are they, can Orbog eat one of those?
Can he eat those?
Yes,
Are they safe to be
He
eaten?
looks like he's going to eat one.
Being as you are familiar with these, you do know that the glow caps are actually edible.
Yeah, those ones. Go ahead.
Oh, God.
What about the nightlights?
I wouldn't, personally. Not a thing I would do.
Orbog, which one did you eat? The
Oh,
little
the
ones or the
one,
big ones?
the one that Callum pointed at.
I mean, they're all right there in a group.
You ate those ones, right? Not those ones?
Well, the nightlights are much larger. They're 1.5 to 3 meters large.
Oh my. Yeah, the
It's
little
a
ones.
meal.
Those are fine.
Like I said, there's small ones and then there's large ones.
Which ones
Right.
did you eat, Orbog?
Not the supersize.
Okay, good.
Question for the DM. Are there little blue people wearing white pants and white hats in
Smorps.
this cavern?
La, 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 la.
No.
We love the smorps around here.
Sweet.
Are they
Actually,
dead?
Orbog can see them, right?
Can I see them?
He can now.
Does this cavern open up into another hallway or?
There are several doors at the other end of this cavern.
Can I see?
Like doors or just openings to other?
Openings to other tunnels.
Can I see
Okay.
where the?
I'm going to
one-
track the footprints towards
Yeah, what
that
he
door-
said.
the door that's well used.
Okay, make a
'Cause
nature check, please.
I'm giving Callum a break, right? Nature. check. Can I do like?
Survival.
Or survival, I meant.
Survival.
Sorry.
Can I also help?
Thank you.
No, I got
If you can survive it.
well,
You sure? Because I'm pretty
14.
sure I can do it for free.
14 for me. But you can help if you want to.
I
14.
do want to help, but I want to help on my own accord.
I rolled a 14.
Okay.
I rolled a 15, but I also can just track people through my favored terrain.
Which he can. You see.
But I'm
these
gonna let Pooh
footprints.
try.
The footprints are going, they're going,
I point.
I'm like looking at.
that way.
See which way Callum is nodding?
Yeah, exactly.
I do this and then quickly turn my palms back towards my face. Just don't want to see the eyeballs on my hands. Thanks.
Right towards that door.
And I point at the door that you mentioned.
At the other end of the footprints they kind of mill around in that area, and they, at different points, they go to 3 of the 5 doors at the end.
Do they have returning steps? They're archways,
Yep.
not doors, right?
Yeah, well, I'm using doorway as a very generic term. Yes,
Okay.
they're just entrances to other tunnels.
Is there one that they don't return from?
No, they all return. Like it seems like those 3 doors are used at
But
any
there was
given time.
there was only the one tracks in.
Right. So he's been going amongst the three entrances.
Which one seems to be the most recently used?
They've all actually been pretty recently used.
I assume there's a doorway that has a set going in without a set coming out at some point.
No, they all have going in and coming out marks.
Can I follow the foot tracks to where they end?
Which one is the right one, John?
I know that's what Squid's just saying. Tell me where we need to go.
Well, just like if I'm following the tracks and I can evenly count, they went in, they went out, they went in, they went out, they went in, went out. Where do the tracks end? If they're in this room somewhere.
You know, I'm going to tell you because you are on the outer cusp of one of your favorite territories. It seems like the individual who's leaving these footprints actually stays down here. So, he's consistently using those 3 particular tunnels.
Right.
So there isn't one that doesn't have exiting footprints.
But is he in this cavern with us currently?
No.
Were there tracks
Not
leading
in the
back
room.
out of the hall?
No.
How wide are the tunnels?
Probably about ranging between 7 to 10 feet wide.
How tall is the ceiling?
In the tunnels or in the
In the
Oh,
tunnels?
I'm saying that would be like the radius from center. Yeah, that's the diameter of the.
So okay.
How deep is your love?
How deep is it?
So they're the tunnels are 10 feet tall and 10 feet wide.
They're fairly they look like they've been cut in a circular.
Well,
Is it a perfect circle or is it like an oval?
Seriously.
there's not any giant
It's
worms down
It's
here,
egg shaped
are there?
like your head. Ah!
Burn.
So all of these tunnels have an even amount of tracks.
Oh my
I'm
god,
gonna
you,
get on this one.
In and out.
you really
It's the only thing I have to go on. So
Stumblefoot's gonna shrug and walk down the middle one.
I'll go down the other one that Pooh and Stumblefoot didn't go.
Yeah.
Are there any
Just
tracks
splitting
on the
the par-
ceiling or
Split
the
the
walls?
pie.
Are you guys seriously going to split the party?
No,
I'm going. Yeah, I declared I'm going
I
down
will
the
follow
center
Stumblefoot.
tunnel.
Depending on which one Pooh went down.
I was going towards the one on the
Hold
the
on.
left.
I'm going to roll and see who I follow. I follow Pooh.
I'm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
I was
not.
just-
I'm not following Stumblefoot.
no, I start down the one on the left. I peek,
I'm fine with that.
I peek my head in, and what do I see? Just looking down, more darkness,
Yep.
and then I see Stumblefoot going down there, the center one.
The center one, you think? Stumblefoot?
Yeah, let's go down this one.
We better go protect him.
All right. The
I'm
center.
fine.
So I use my college knowledge and follow Stumblefoot down
All
the
right.
center one instead of going down the
It's
left.
very collegiate of you.
Yep.
You guys make it probably about 500 meters down this tunnel, and you come across a door.
This tunnel apparently crossed into Europe.
I thought he was going to say the tunnel turns into a hairy mouth.
I hope not.
So there's an actual, just for clarification, there's an actual door at the end of the
Yes.
tunnel.
With a knob,
What is the door?
and everything.
Is
Is
it a
it-
wooden door?
Yeah.
Is it a stone door? Is it a metal
It's a wooden
door?
door.
Is it square?
paint me a word picture.
It's
here,
a wooden
John.
door that looks like the door to a hobbit hole.
Is it painted?
It's
green?
painted
Circles
red.
around.
It's painted red with
Does it have
gold
teeth?
trim.
Do they look like teeth?
All right, let's get out of here. This is the Sackville Baggins' house, and I don't want anything to do with it.
Oh,
It's
I heard that
it's
very
gold.
nice.
Can we loot the door?
I try the handle.
Stumblefoot will knock on the door.
While he
No
knocks, I try the
response.
handle. See if it's unlocked.
Okay, I'll try the handle. Yeah.
You open that door, and an intense heat comes out from the other side as you crack the door. And as you look through, it is a dark place that is completely barren.
Okay.
And you see the outskirts of a city with a giant iron spire in the middle of it.
Okay. Eric knows what that is, but does Stumblefoot know what that is?
Or do I?
You can roll a religion check.
Roll
Who is
cheating.
great at those?
Well, now's the part of the show where my dice turn on me. I rolled a
Nope,
7.
you have no idea. Wilder, you have seen this before.
That's what I thought. So the first thing I thought of as Wilder was Aileen told us about this place in a dream, which means, and Wilder remembered that he saw this place firsthand.
Has seen it
So-
before. Except last time there was a giant
Right.
toothy beast that was charging you after you opened the door.
I got a 17.
Yeah, this is you're pretty sure you're looking at Dis.
This is the Aileen told us about this.
But not Dad.
She told us about this.
Yes.
She told us about this.
Exactly. It's
but
this.
not about Dad.
Do you guys remember that when
What's this?
you guys are hurting my feelings?
You know, I'm pretty sure that I'm about to be dragged here. Not here specifically, but one of these here's. And I'm ready to go. If I'm being honest with you.
Stumblefoot's going to close the door.
Yeah.
Wait.
I start walking
so
back down the
it's not a
hallway.
good place? Wait, but it's not a good place.
I'd like it to be on the record that Stumblefoot picked this hallway. And we were going to go down the other one.
I would too.
I picked this hallway because you weren't picking any
I was
hallways, and so I just made a
trying to
decision.
count
Wait
the
a minute.
tracks.
Wilder
Okay,
was
but-
trying to say something.
When do you guys remember Aileen had a dream and she saw I think she said that Zaos was here and Damien or Carrick or something.
Do I hear the goats?
Anytime the name Carrick is said,
Right? I
And so-
remember that dream. Yeah.
I mean,
Don't
wouldn't
say
this be
Carrick.
The
Oh.
final place we need to go.
Well-
I mean,
This is apparently a way to get there.
Do you mean Zaos is in there?
He's in that
I mean-
city out there, yeah.
right.
According to Aileen's dream.
Well, why don't we go in and pay him a visit?
Because I don't want to.
Well, that's not a good reason.
That's a great reason.
We've got to end this thing. Why not take the fight to the man?
Us not going anywhere. Let's see where the other two doors go.
How about this?
We just go open them.
You guys,
I'll come back here.
sure. You
That's-
guys go. I'm
this
going to
door's
stay
not
here
going
'cause I
anywhere.
think I'm right.
That we should go in there.
I didn't say you were wrong. I just said I didn't want to go through the
Okay.
door yet. That's all.
Go ahead.
I want
Make
to see where the
yourself
other
happy.
two
That's
tunnels
fine.
go.
Probably.
I just want to have all the information.
I'll be here.
Now, Stumblefoot is probably correct in this.
I mean-
it is best to get all the info, but
Me and Wilder can keep watch here. And you guys
I
can
don't
check
want
the
to
other two.
waste time.
I just want to make an informed decision.
we can-
Let's do
I
it
mean,
quickly.
Okay, scaredy foot.
So
I'm going to ignore Orbog and shut the door.
all right.
I'm gonna hoof it back to the main room with Stumblefoot,
Okay.
and I'll take the left.
Who all is
I'll take
going?
the left.
I will go with Pooh because I don't trust him to not make a rash decision.
Who else is going out there with them?
I'll go where there is the most people. I don't know.
I'm staying with Spider Boy.
So you're staying with them because Callum and
So we're half
right,
and half.
you're staying. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, actually, that makes it an even split because.
No, Orbog's
Well,
staying too.
no. I'm staying with.
Oh, right.
So it's Stumblefoot and I.
Unless
Okay.
Gareth wants to stay
Alright.
with, Hey.
I'll take left, you take right. Right?
No, I'll go with you.
Right.
And then I go to the.
You tend to just go through doors, and I'd like
Actually,
to be able
I'm the
to
one
say,
that goes through
"Pooh,
doors.
Don't go through the door."
No, that's good. That's good. But
And as we're running down this hallway,
you do remember, I agreed with you on this. We should check out our options. Got to be smart.
Hey, just open the door. Don't go through it.
Right.
Which one did you? Which hallway
To
did
the
you guys
left.
go? To the left.
to the
Okay.
left.
We went down the
All
left
right.
hallway.
As you guys are running down this hallway, you just keep going down this hallway.
It kind of seems like we're going for a while here.
Aye, it does. Maybe we should turn back.
Is there? I mean, it's just darkness up ahead. We don't see anything else in front of us. If I look really hard, there's not any light or
Hello,
anything.
darkness, my old
And
friend.
the footprints that you see on the ground just keep going down further down this.
Well, I think this might
Could-
be
Could be further down.
further down and further in,
Aye.
right? Well, maybe we should try I don't know. What do you think, Stumblefoot?
Well, let's keep going.
Right?
What's the worst going to happen?
We could get separated from the others, and they don't know what happens to us.
I've got a death wish tonight. Let's go for it.
I think we might have the death wish.
And we keep going.
That's what I was saying.
All right. You guys keep going, and it's getting progressively warmer, and you're beginning to get this feeling you're going further and further down as you go down this hallway.
I don't know. It's just getting longer and longer and warmer.
I'm gonna follow it through to the end.
All right. After about an hour of going down this hallway, it is getting fairly warm, and it opens up into a very large cavern. In the middle of one, in the middle of it, there's a giant ravine going across, and there's a bridge going across the ravine. And on the other side, there seems to be a city of irregular-looking structures.
There's a city over there.
Aye.
And it's different than what we saw through the first door.
Yes. There's not intense heat. There's not an iron tower in the middle of the city.
Okay.
So there's
Irregular looking structures in what way?
Non-Euclidean geometry. They're made out of earthen material, but they're finely crafted.
Do we see anyone moving around?
It is a fair ways off. I mean, like I said, it's past a ravine and a long bridge.
I'm gonna look at Pooh and say, as fascinating as that is, I think we should turn around and go back.
that's like an hour's walk.
Aye, it is.
All right. I suppose.
And while we're walking back, I will send Callum a message to tell him what we found.
So, Wilder,
Yes.
do you think Zaos is in there?
I don't know. I mean, if Aileen's right, probably.
You might have to refresh my memory. Was I there when she told me about the dream? Was I present at that time?
Yeah, I think you were.
Maybe. This is why I take notes.
Gareth,
Yes,
however, was not
you were
there.
there.
So,
You were there,
Okay,
Callum.
cool.
But I probably
great.
would have been
That's
told
all I need
about
to
it
know.
when Stumblebum was telling me about all the other stuff.
Stumblebum. Putting that one in the notes.
I meant
Getting a T-shirt made of that.
Stumblefoot, of course.
So,
Oh man.
Just joking, Eric.
like in her dream.
Orbog's going to make signs that says recall
fine.
Stumblebum.
Someone has to be the most derided member of the party. It may as well be me, I guess.
So, in her dream, like they were all there, right?
Right. Like she saw everything like it was actually happening, if I remember. I don't know. I mean, at this point, we have to make decisions. We've just been wandering around, and I want to help you. I want to help Aileen, and I feel like this is the best way to do it.
So, like, if they're in there, and we go in, what happens?
I don't know. I mean, we don't have Aileen. Which could
Right.
be good, it could be bad, considering Zaos, I assume, wants Aileen. Or maybe Zaos just wants you now.
I think he wants her. He still called her the conduit.
Well, I don't know. I feel like we're kind of at a point where we have to find out what's going to happen and risk our lives to help a friend. As odd as that feels. I don't have any better ideas.
I mean, I don't, given that I don't really have a life at the moment, I guess it doesn't feel that odd.
I get that. Gareth, Orbog?
Callum. Hiked for an hour. Found a strange city. We're headed back. Please wait.
Could you hear that?
Hear what?
The sound of silence.
Well, no, it was Stumblefoot. I think it was, I'm pretty sure, but I don't really...
I'd rather hear silence.
Yeah, I don't really trust a lot of what I'm hearing lately, but apparently he said that they found a city, and it took them until now, which is a while, and that we should wait.
I'll bet you I'm right. Do you think I'm right? And he's got to come back with
I
his tail
think you're
between his
right.
legs? I'm right. Orbog, high five.
I think so. Yeah, buddy.
Gareth, I'm right. I bet you I'm right.
So my thought is just that if you are right, that maybe everyone shouldn't go in,
But why?
because I'm pretty sure we don't stand a chance.
I mean,
It never stopped us before.
that's true. We've done some really
But it might have.
stupid
It
things.
should have. Yeah.
We're not really known for our smartness, really. We kind of just, go at it like a battering ram. Figure it out along the way.
It's destiny.
That's true. But maybe it would be better, if not all of us went. Is what I'm saying.
I feel like you're constantly trying to get rid of us, and you're not going to get rid of us that easy.
No, I mean, like, what if it was just us that went in?
Like, just me and you.
Yeah. And then, if something happens, then the rest of them can, take care of it.
Interesting idea. Fine. If that's what you want to do, fine.
I just, I think it could be for the best. You have her to look out for you, and I don't really have a life. So,
Hey, we have nothing to lose then, right?
exactly. And then, if they come back, Orbog and Gareth, you can, tell them what happened. And if we don't return, then you guys can go, solve whatever, or live your lives.
Right.
I think there's strength in numbers.
Right.
Unless we have a plan.
I mean,
And that doesn't sound like a plan. That sounds like suicide.
We're very good at being sneaky.
Right.
We can just go information gather,
and I've got my wife.
find out. Exactly. And I'm very good at not being detected. It's kind of my thing at the moment.
I mean,
Every 8
I
hours.
mean, look. We're leaving Gareth here, a responsible person, with Orbog, who's not maybe as responsible, but still, yeah. Unless somebody really wants to stop us, I'm going through the door. And I open the door.
I think we should at least stay until they get here.
Yeah, but they're definitely going to want to stop us. And I don't think they should.
Look at this
Well,
as
in
a
all
head start.
actuality, they can't stop you. They might advise something else, but they can't physically stop you. I think
We have at least an
I
hour.
think working with Pooh has given all of us the realization that any of us at any time can make any decision.
True.
Well, I haven't really, been able to make a lot of decisions. And I think this is one I want to make. So,
And I support you.
I'm just
But if
saying
you
we
guys
should
do
wait
that-
for everyone to get here just in case. They may have more information coming from them that they may be bringing.
I would have assumed Stumblefoot would have said that in his message to Callum.
It could be that he only had one message to send. If he's an
And
hour
we only
away,
have but one life to live.
if he's an hour
But
away,
if-
perhaps
I open the
there's other things that they're encountering.
As Gareth,
It's pretty boring in here, isn't it, Stumblefoot?
It's a really long, boring tunnel.
as Gareth is,
Do you think they're going to stay?
Oh,
No, I really
sincerely
think
doubt
that-
it.
they're
Yeah.
probably listening to the message that I sent.
as Gareth is trying to convince Callum and Wilder not to go, Wilder is like
I open
walking
the door.
backward through the door, like, yeah, sure, buddy. Well, yeah, and
Just,
head inside.
tell him where we went, and I'll walk in with him.
But if we
the
split
door.
into 4 groups of 2, how will the keeper keep up with us?
It's only 3 groups. It's fine. Close the door.
No, there is, because we've got.
Aileen.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
It's 4
Christopher.
groups of 2. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
4 groups of 2.
I close the door.
Oh, we hate John so much.
I love John. John's the best.
I don't make the decisions for anybody here.
4 parties, man. Have fun.
Well, shall we check this other tunnel on the right?
Split up.
Or I can go back and
no.
you can go.
So long, Orbog. It's been nice.
Come on now. Follow your character decisions. No metagaming.
I think you should go collect mushrooms. I'll check the tunnel on the right.
No.
No, let's go down the center tunnel.
But why?
I think Waterdeep is
We already
dealing
did that.
I
with
think
the
we
power
should-
vacuum. I should
I think
head
we
back
should-
to Waterdeep now.
I think we should check back in on our group.
So
How long was it for the center tunnel
It's only
to get
five,
to the door?
It was only about 500 meters.
So not
About
very far.
1,600
Yeah.
feet.
So if I, with my
Yeah,
axe,
we'll check
like
in.
cut Orbog 50% down the middle and then healed both, would there be 2 Orbogs? And then he could go with them, and then
I would.
Well, you guys have a whole hour to wait because it didn't take us an hour to decide to go through the door.
Orbog stand
so-
still.
I was thinking that we could do that with Aileen. Could give half of her to Zaos and keep the other half.
But then she'd be a quarterling.
Man, Gareth gets dark when he gets bored.
I don't
All right,
think you
Cut
can really
people
So-
in half.
get
Gareth
that.
and
We did.
Gareth and Orbog, you see Stumblefoot and Pooh coming back down the hall.
Well, guys, we didn't. It was a really long walk and a really odd city at the end of it. But
Callum and Wilder went through that
Went there.
portal.
Not surprised. I suppose we should follow
Still
him.
open.
But what about the other door?
What about it? We don't even know if there is another door. We just know that there's another tunnel.
Mr. Changing his mind, Mr. Wishy-Washy here.
Well, it was one thing when everyone was on this plane of existence, but since they've gone and traversed literally to hell,
Wait, it's...
I suppose we probably should follow them.
I didn't know that's what it was.
So are we leaving
Well,
Aileen and the undead boy?
Dead boy.
Well, we gotta go after them.
Go after which?
I don't know I have much choice.
I open the door.
All right, well, let's hope we can catch up with them before they get into too much trouble.
And I jump through the door. What's on the other side of the door? I mean, like, directly on the other side.
More ground.
Spikes.
Okay.
And
I jump in.
It's real hot.
Yeah. I jump in thinking like it's some sort of, portal thing. And then just, it's ground.
Oh, that was... Whew, rather
Anticlimactic.
toasty. Yeah.
I'm going. I'm going to look at Orbog and Gareth. Those two need looking after.
But what about Waterdeep?
To be there when we get back. Worst case scenario, they elect a new mayor in my absence.
Make Waterdeep great again.
Truer words.
All right. So yeah.
And with that, truer words.
Stumblefoot goes through the door. I'm following Wilder and Callum.
Okay. They got about an hour's head start on you.
And poo.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing I have 3 level 3 spell slots, and I've only used 1.
Do you have one you're about to use here?
Yeah. So I'm going to burn another one to cast Sending
Okay.
to Callum and say, thanks for waiting. Followed you through the door with poo. Please wait while we catch up to you. Where are you?
All right, Callum and Wilder, you guys make your way through the door and you see a sprawling city before you. And in the middle of the city is a giant iron tower. What are you going to do?
Head towards the tower.
Right.
Okay.
I am, again, pass without traces up. Sneakily.
Okay. You head into the city, and as you look about you, you see various denizens of demonic descent around you as they all kind of look upon you with varying degrees of nefarious intent as you are traveling through the city. And as you walk for what seems a lengthy amount of time, you never seem to really get closer to the Iron Tower.
I feel like this is inevitable. We're gonna walk forever and get nowhere. I don't remember if that's where Aileen went or not.
Do we want to get there?
Well, yes.
In what manner?
Polite, impolite. At this point I don't care.
All right. I cast daylight above us to see if I can attract the attention of the tower or anything close to it.
Okay, you cast daylight above you, and
As I do this, I will also look at Wilder and be like, "Do you think she'll protect you?"
I mean, I kept the ring on, so maybe she finds me useful if Stumblefoot is in fact right. So maybe. I'm just
Good. I'm going to count on that.
Yeah.
As you get the attention of a large demonic beast coming down the street, as all the rest of the denizens shield their eyes from the light, you catch the attention of this large demonic beast that has a set of almost humanoid hands but clawed feet. He's got another set of arms that have kind of lobster pinchers.
Is it as big as a cow?
It is a very large being. I would say probably about 8 to 9 feet tall. It is not what you're joking about.
Fun.
Even more worrying, there's a creature from the abyss in the Nine Hells.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to worry about that later. Have no fear. I will, as it approaches, Hunter sense it.
What does that do?
It lets me learn if it has immunities, resistances, vulnerabilities. Because there's never a good time to use that in a game. Let's be real.
You just found one.
That's only because he didn't immediately say, let's roll initiative.
It has resistance against spells and other magical effects. It also has damage resistances against cold, fire, lightning, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical attacks. It is immune to poison. And that's it.
Great. Does it look upset?
It looks irritated by the daylight.
That's fair.
This kind of creature always looks upset.
Yeah. Does it seem like there's, like, aside from everything else, just like shielding its eyes? Aside from this being, nothing's like approaching or.
No. He reaches up and he mutters a word, and an orb of darkness falls in the same radius of your light.
Is it third level or lower darkness, or is it higher than that?
It's lower.
Then it is not effective.
He gets mad. He reaches up and
Yeah.
casts Dispel Magic at third level.
That's
Does
fair.
that work?
Probably, yeah. It's a third
Okay.
level spell, so.
So yeah, he dispels your daylight and he's like, "What's the meaning of bringing this accursed light into our land?"
We want to see Zaos or Carrick.
As you say Carrick, all you hear is the goat screaming.
I'm just hoping my mouth knows what it says. I want to see Zaos or what?
Thank you for answering that question, because I was about to ask what happens when Callum says Garrick.
Right.
Yeah. I assumed.
As you say those names, he looks at you with a very intense look. And he goes, "Who are you?"
I'm the one asking to see them.
He begins to sniff around you. You reek of goat and celestial.
Not the first time I've heard that. Surprisingly.
We're going to bottle it and make it a scent.
He looks down at your hand. You bear the mark of the Spider Queen.
Oh. Sure. We're kind of an item. That a problem?
No,
Oh, great.
not yet. Go about your business.
Oh, I will ask him if. Can you bring us to them?
I think they would. I think he would enjoy me bringing you to him.
Wonderful.
Not you.
Oh, but see,
He comes too.
we're together, but
We're
not like
also
that.
an item.
We're traveling together.
Believe me, he's gonna want us both there.
Right.
Agree to disagree.
How about this? You take him, and I'll follow at a safe distance.
He's gonna want us both there.
Wilder, he looks at you. He just kind of grins. And he says a word in a language that you don't understand. As you hear him say the word, you go catatonic.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Of course. Thud.
Now, if you don't mind, you can come with me.
He can come too.
Sure, why not? He throws Wilder's limp body over his
My
shoulder.
second favorite mode of
And,
transportation.
Just being perfect.
And he grabs you by the back of your neck and starts to take you into a direction. As you are walking, you hear him say something else, and there is an orb of darkness that is centered on your head.
Cool. I don't care.
And as you are in this orb of darkness, you feel like you have been put into a giant mouth
I can still
As
see
it-
within 10 feet.
in magical darkness.
I have blind sight. It doesn't specify magical, just as if I'm blinded or in darkness, I can still see. So I've been in darkness before and I didn't like it.
Fine.
So
Fine. After several minutes of walking, you are led down some stairs. Do you speak Infernal?
mm-mm.
Okay, you hear more language that you don't understand, and you are thrown to the floor, and you feel something go thump next to you, and you hear a loud clang, and the darkness is lifted, and you are inside a cell.
It could have gone a different direction, but I'm not surprised the way it did.
And it's at this moment you hear,
Thanks for waiting. Followed you through the door with poo. Please wait while we catch up to you. Where are you?
Don't follow. I have this handled. Not safe.
that's what you get in response, Stumblefoot.
If I turn around and look behind me, do we see the door?
You see two doors.
Okay. So we see the one we just came through, and then there's another door?
Yep.
What does it look like?
It's a metal door that looks like a door.
Is it on the right or the left?
It's on the left.
So the door we came through is the round red door with the gold filigree on it, and then there's a metal door next to it. Is it taller or shorter?
It's about the same height.
Okay. Is it round? Is it rectangular?
It's rectangular, like a standard lab door.
I will open the metal door real quick and just peek through it.
As you peek through it, you see a room with 4 other doors in it. And then on the opposite side of that wall, there is a single door.
Got it. Okay.
What's in there?
Just a room with more doors. And I'll close the door.
Mordor?
Yes, one does not simply walk into more doors.
Right, we should probably go a different direction.
Callum replied to my message, and he says that he's in danger, but he has it under control and not to follow him.
Well, that sounds like Callum.
Yeah, sure does. So, seeing as how he and
Means we should...
seeing as he and Wilder are 2 of the 3 kings of good decisions, I think we should follow them.
Wait, who's the third?
You.
Well, that's very nice of you. First I go to college and now I'm a king. Orbog's going to be jealous. He's only a mayor.
Did Orbog and Gareth go with them through the door?
Don't know.
We did not.
No, we did a 4-way split.
I'm gonna open the door real quick and look for, are Gareth and Orbog still on the other side of the door?
John?
Yes, I think so. Gareth waved.
I'm not making that decision for you guys. Are you guys just hanging out by that door?
We are,
or-
but I mean, it's a mystical, magical door, so I don't know if we actually are seeing if he opens up the door and looks through it.
I mean, if you guys are still there, you're still there.
Well, we're mostly all there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to peek through the door and look at Orbog and Gareth and say, Callum replied to my message and he says that he's in trouble, but not to follow, which means that he needs our help. So I think we should go get him. Are you coming or no?
Let's go.
Sure.
Also, Obok, listen to this. Stumblefoot says I'm a king.
Wow. But, I mean,
Yes.
he doesn't know that much, so...
He knows a few things, right?
Yeah, you could be a king. I could see it.
Score.
All right. And on that note, that's where we're going to close tonight's episode down. So let this be a lesson to everybody out there. Never split the party.
Always split the party.
Always never split the party.
John, I'd like to point out it wasn't my fault.
At any rate, those of you who are just listening to the podcast right now, thanks so much for being a listener. You're the reasons why we do what we do. We love to entertain you. We love to tell you these strange stories and just be weirdos for your amusement. Thank you so much. Thank you to our patrons.
Yes. Thank you to our $5 and up patrons, Julie Earls, A.C. Peckham, Amanda Clements, and the Cellcast.
Woo, woo. So thank you so much, guys. You make things awesome. So thank you so much. We love you all, and we'll catch you next time.
God
Good
bless
night.
you.
Goodbye, everybody.
You have been listening to the Playing Games with Strangers podcast with the voices of John Haryu, Catherine Serwinski, Dave Clements, J.S. Earls, Celeste Mora, Josiah Crandall, Eric Campagno, and Steve MacDonald.
I just thought about how ridiculous that statement was. He looks down and sees a plastic spider ring on Wilder's hand and knows that it belongs to the spider. This is the dumbest thing I've ever... I'm sorry, please continue.
The theme music was written and performed by Steve Arthur, used with permission. Find more of his music on Facebook or wherever you purchase music digitally. Please review this podcast wherever you download it from to help other podcasters find our podcast and join our community. And once again, thank you for listening.